Hello everyone, welcome back and thank you for watching. Today I will be making some large projects using these Dollar Tree craft wood. So I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up. And now let's craft. Starting with my first project, I will be using 4 of these wood planks and 2 of these wood pieces that I got from the Dollar Tree. Now, I decided not to use these 2 wood pieces because I already had these 2 paint stir sticks that are the same size and they're already painted, so I decided to use that instead, but honestly you can use either or. The first thing I'm going to do is flip these around, and then I'm going to add some Jenga blocks in between them and use them as spacers. Here I was making sure they were nice and straight, and honestly I didn't even realize that one of the wood planks was cut differently. As you can see, it's cut like sideways or like slanted, but I didn't realize it here, and I do end up gluing the paint sticks. But after I flipped it around, I seen that it was crooked, so I do end up switching one of the wood planks instead. To glue the paint sticks, I am using only hot glue, but if you want this to be nice and sturdy, you can use wood glue. So I do recommend you painting the paint sticks or the other pieces of wood from Dollar Tree the color that you are going to paint the planks, because it makes it so much easier. You don't have to try to paint in between the cracks. When I flipped this around is when I realized that one of the wood planks was so uneven, so I do end up removing it and just replacing it, which is this one right here. So now before I paint the wood planks, I am going to sand them down and smooth them out. Then I will be painting them with the Waverly Antique Wax. The next thing I will be doing is adding words to this using stencils. Now you can use poster sticker letters as stencils, or you can just buy regular stencils. I decided to just use my Cricut to print out an H, an M, and an E. I didn't print out the O for the word home. Now here's where you can honestly change this. Now instead of using 4 planks to add the word home, you can honestly just add 4 more and add the word bless, or just like a different word, just depending on what the word is how many planks you're going to need. So as you can see, I'm using these as stencils, and I'm going to save the other part because I can use this as reversible stencil. So one thing I do recommend you doing is, if you're going to make a stencil, leave at least ½ inch around the letter like that. You don't have to use painter's tape, but that is what I use because I don't like to waste vinyl, so I just use enough to make the letters. I did go over each letter twice. Once it was semi-dry, I removed the stencil. For the letter O, I will be using a Dollar Tree pencil holder, which I painted white. It was originally pink. I did distress it a little bit and just glue it in the center of the plank, then added the greenery, and look how cute this turned out. And the best part is that you can use this all year round just by switching the greenery. Moving on, I'm using 2 more of the wood planks, and instead of using the Dollar Tree pieces of wood, once again I'm using the paint sticks. Now honestly, it's cheaper to use the paint sticks because 3 come in a pack for under $2, and each of the wood pieces at Dollar Tree cost $1.25. So I'm going to cut the paint sticks to about 11 inches and a half. Now I'm going to glue the pieces of wood, one at the top and one at the bottom, but first I'm going to add 2 Jenga blocks in the center as spacers. I will be using hot glue only because I'm not adding anything heavy to this, but if you plan on adding like a glass base to it, I recommend you using wood glue. Now we'll be painting this using the Waverly Antique Wax. So for my next step, I will be using these bamboo sticks that I got from Shein. So I know I got these from Shein, but Amazon sells some similar to these, or you can use the other paint sticks that are for the gallon size. To make an X right here, I am making 2 little barn doors. And look how cute these barn doors turned out. Now you can decorate this differently. You can add a base on each little barn, but what I decided to do is just add a wreath in the middle. And that is it. Look how cute this turned out. For my next project, I am using 3 of the wood planks. Now I'm going to glue these together side by side using hot glue just because I need to finish this by today. But honestly, I recommend you using wood glue instead. And this is how it looks. So now I'm going to use this canvas that I got from the Dollar Tree, which I am going to remove the staples on the back and the canvas part. So now I'm going to set this to the side, and before I move on, I am going to paint this first. Now you can honestly paint it whatever color you want. I am going to paint mine using the Waverly Antique Wax. That is just because it's my favorite color. Now for the next step, I do end up switching the canvas frames. The one I showed you earlier was a 4x6. This one that I'm painting here is a 5x7. I decided to use this instead because I already had this and it was just laying around there. So I was like, you know what, I can reuse this, but this time I'm going to paint this darker in the color black. If you haven't guessed it by now, I am going to make a decorative tray. So before I add the handles, I'm going to decorate my tray using this flower that I had, which I cut from my Cricut. I'm going to add it to the corner. And look how cute this looks. So now I'm going to finish this off by adding the handles, which I'm going to add one on each side. Like I mentioned earlier, I am using hot glue because I need to finish this. But I do recommend you using wood glue, and if you have a staple gun, secure it more with a stapler. But that is it. Look how beautiful this tray turned out. And that is it for today. I really hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Let me know down in the comment section which one was your favorite, because I would love to know. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye.